Morning, everybody. It's DJ NB, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Alicia Renee, here.
I would like to be known as executive producer Alicia Renee.
Oh, executive producer Alicia Renee. If you don't know, she has something special on Audible that came out today. It's called Unleash for Love.
Yes.
And we want you guys to go check it out. It's 8 episodes. But right now, Charlamagne gave Donkey of the Day to who, Charlamagne?
Carlee Russell. It hasn't been confirmed that, she's not telling the truth, but there has been a lot of doubt cast on her story.
Right.
The story of her being abducted, right? I mean, I don't know. No matter of fact, that's not her story. That's the story that was out there, that she possibly was abducted. She saw a baby on the side of the road, and then she was on the phone with somebody, and they heard her ask the baby, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
But they never heard the baby, and then they heard her scream, and then she went missing for 48 hours.
But
Correct.
the big thing behind it was because a lot of those tactics are used to traffic humans, more specifically women of color.
All right. So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? Let's ask you, Alicia. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I said it before. I know I said it jokingly, but there are certain things that, when you hear it, it's like, oh, we wouldn't do that unless it was true, or that wouldn't happen unless it was true. And sadly, because I know how much squirrels cost, if I hear a squirrel is left by the wayside, I'm thinking,
You talking about wigs?
yeah.
Wigs, yes.
Yeah, because I'm going down with a fight with my wig.
Well, the reason I thought it sounded a little fishy was when she said she seen a toddler walking down the side of a highway.
A white baby.
Right, on the side of a highway. And the thing is, if it was a random street or off street, a suburb street where not too many people drive by, I would be like, okay, maybe possible.
Yeah.
But when you talk about a highway and they showed the footage of the cars jetting by and nobody else seen this baby, I must have, from the footage alone, I must have seen 40, 50 cars drive by and not one other person seen a baby walking down the side of the road.
Well, no, Envy, I think her mother did say that someone in an 18-wheeler, just a random someone in an 18-wheeler reported seeing a baby on the side of the road.
Really?
So I do want to add that in there.
Oh, they did? Oh, okay, I didn't hear
see
none of those
that.
reports.
Oh, wow.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that came from her mother. So you just never know. I mean, a parent is going to do what a parent is going to do, even if their child is in the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we are in our community. That's my baby. They can do no wrong. And
Yeah, the only thing, all of that did sound strange. What I still find strange right now is that, I just wonder why certain cases get the attention that they get. Because as I said during Donkey of the Day, hundreds of thousands of, people are reported missing. 40% of them are people of color. You mean to tell me that she's the only woman of color that went missing this weekend? No. I just common sense tells me that's not the case. But how come just our luck, the one person everybody decides to put attention on is the person that's probably faking?
But we didn't. What about the point that Tez made? Can we bring that up?
Yeah,
What?
When she mentioned class, like class is also a factor, right? When you have someone from a certain socioeconomic, environment, background, obviously people will give that more attention.
And she's an AKA too.
Yeah, she was an AKA.
But I've seen a lot of people talking about the case because they were comparing it to the submersible, right? Saying, why was all this press on the submersible and not on
the
this
500
young lady?
people?
And people were really pushing that fact.
Class. By the way,
that's class.
The guy was a billionaire.
It's the submersibles filled with the millionaires and the billionaires.
Billionaires,
I was
yes.
getting there, the millionaires and the billionaires. And then that same week, though, there was a ship. I want to say it was like off the coast of Greece somewhere, and it was like 300
immigrants, migrants
of color who are no longer with us,
and nobody talked about that. You're right,
not a single thing.
Well, let's go to the phone lines.
Class and race.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, good morning. This is Kay.
Hey, Kay. Good morning. What's your feeling? What's your thoughts?
Every kiss begins with K.
Do you have to pay them for that?
So I think that she is unfortunate truth that missing black women often aren't treated with the same priority as white women to pull off the hoax. Not thinking that she would get as much media coverage as she did. I think she was like, oh crap, like people are looking for
Mama, you have us on Bluetooth or you have us on Bluetooth or speaker or something?
I do have you on speaker.
Can you take us off? Because you sound very foggy. Cutting in and out. We can't really hear what you're saying.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Way
Yes,
better.
we can. Very good.
Okay, awesome. So I just think that she used the unfortunate truth that America doesn't really care about missing black women to pull off this hoax. And she didn't think that people really were going to be out there looking for her like that. So she was like, oh, crap. I need to reappear some type of way.
Kay, that is a great point. Think about that. Yeah. What Kay said makes all the sense in the world. Wow. She knew that they probably weren't going to really look for her because she's a black woman. And then she realized, wait a minute.
They are.
They are looking for me. Let me take my ass back home.
Hello? Hello? Cedric. Okay. Hello, who's this?
It's Lauren, the truck driver. Good morning, guys.
Hey, Lauren, the truck driver. Good morning. What's your thoughts, Mama?
I think she is lying. And you know what?
What?
I don't want her in jail, though. I think she got something going on mentally, but Charlamagne, don't you say not everybody needs prison, they just need some, like, mental health facilities?
Oh, I agree with you, but you're talking about what I want versus the reality of the situation. The reality is she's a black woman in Alabama, and that legal system probably gonna make an example out of her if they find out that she was really lying.
Right.
Sadly.
800-585-1051. Just opening up the phone lines. I'll be in Breakfast Club Court. Alicia Renee, our guest co-host, is here. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, Alicia Renee is here. She's our guest co-host. She has something special on Audible today. It's called Unleash for Love.
Go check that out.
You should definitely check it out. 8 episodes. But right now, we're in Breakfast Club Court. We're talking about Carlee. Now, Charlamagne gave her a donkey today.
Yeah, man, I gave Carlee Russell a donkey today. I didn't know if this fight was too early to call, but it seems that a lot of doubt has been cast on her story. So I gave her a donkey today.
Hello, who's this?
Storm.
Hey, Storm. Good morning. What's your thought?
Okay, so Carlee knows she's wrong. I feel like she has a mental illness. I feel like she did something. She's craving attention and acknowledgement. Like some people fake their death to people who all come to their funeral, and to see that she was loved and stuff like that. But this wasn't a way, because now she's facing, potentially facing prison time, as well as, the judge is definitely going to make her pay restitution, even though it's the officer's job to investigate. But they're going to say she did use those resources, so therefore they will charge her restitution. And, by being Alabama, it's going to be inflated. So she's looking at probably like a $250,000 bill.
That she can't pay.
Yeah.
We also got to stop blaming this on mental illness. Some people just make poor choices,
That's
y'all.
a fact.
Everything ain't mental illness. Everybody ain't, dealing with any type of mental illness, any mental health issues. Some people just make poor choices.
Yeah. Right, but you do need punishment, right? And although it's a sad situation, we honestly don't know what happened. I think for all these situations, people need some type of punishment, because if there is no punishment, people continue to do it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Why does the punishment have to start with us in our community? That's my thing.
I agree with you.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think someone brought it up earlier. I don't remember who, but the white women that always call.
Yeah, I brought it up earlier. I was like, it's not fair that the white women who call police on somebody, right, and they get no jail time or anything or no restitution. But in this case, they do. But I also feel like all those white women that call the police falsely on black people should have to go to jail.
Sure.
And the reason being is because there is no punishment. If there's punishment, if one person gets locked up, the next person be like, you know what? I ain't calling police. I don't want to go to jail.
I'm not negating that. My bone is, why does it always have to start with us? Because I do believe, like what Char was saying, she's in a southern state. 9 times out of 10, they're going to try to make an example out of her. So it's going to start on our watch. But you're not going to keep that same energy, though, if this time next week some Karen calls and says that, such and such tried to kidnap her, some person of color tried to kidnap her.
But this country never has. And y'all are talking like America is fair. It never has been. That's why we're always out here fighting for equality. There is no double standard when it comes to black and white people. There's a standard, and that standard is whiteness. Malcolm X once said one time, he was like, there's no such thing as a second-class citizen. You're either treated like a citizen or you're not. We're not second-class citizens. You're either treated like a citizen or you're not. And that's just what it is when it comes to black and white.
Can I give a little pushback on that? You're not wrong. But the challenge is that we hold when something like this happens, more specifically within our community, because we're instinctively like, okay, well, this person is going to keep everyone else from believing the next black person or whatever whenever they're kidnapped. So we're like, there has to be some accountability.
But they never believed us from the beginning.
The white people will always say, I don't want to keep making it white people, but people outside of our race will always say, yes, there needs to be some accountability. So we're getting double accountability, but nothing happens to anyone outside of our community.
I agree with you.
There's
all we can do is
accountability
meme.
over
Right.
there.
Yeah, that's
all we can do is meme and make jokes.
I seen mad memes yesterday.
The legal system in Alabama can really hold her accountable.
Right.
Yes.
Question: Is Beyonce coming to Alabama anytime soon?
She can't go. Seats
I'm
taken.
What
not
if she
sure.
did all this for Beyonce tickets?
Yo, shut up, man. What do you mean?
Is that the conspiracy?
Rather feel bad, they can find him and give you tickets.
Invite her to the show.
Stop it, man.
Look up this tour schedule. Look up the Beyonce tour schedule. Is Beyonce coming to Alabama anytime soon? Just look it up.
I know.
Just look it up, please.
Are we still in the people's court?
I'm just asking. I promise. Is she coming to Alabama anytime?
Beyonce in Alabama.
You're entertaining this?
I am. I just want to see.
I'm telling you, if she coming to Alabama anytime soon, man, I'm telling you, she might have did all of this with Beyonce tickets.
Tour dates. Let me see. When is she? If she's coming to Alabama, I don't even know why I'm looking this up. I don't know why I'm wasting my time looking this up. But let me see.
Our Inside Connect, who's in studio, says no, it's not happening.
Oh, she's not coming to Alabama no time soon?
No, I see Minneapolis, Chicago, Detroit.
Oh, Louisville was last week. It happened last week.
She's
She's coming she's coming to St. Louis, Arizona, Vegas.
Anywhere near?
Louisville.
Okay.
All right, never mind.
Womp womp.
She not won't be in Alabama.
You should have conferred with your person in the corner. You know who that is.
I didn't even think about it. I forgot.
What's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story: don't leave your wig by the wayside. It's gonna tell on you every time.
The moral of the story for me is, man, yes, this woman probably lied, but don't let that distract us from the fact that hundreds of thousands of black women and children are really missing in this country, and that should not stop you from raising awareness to the fact that hundreds of thousands of black women and children are missing in this country. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't want to say this because people in Alabama might be listening.
But what?
One monkey don't stop no show.
All right.
All right. When we come back, we got your rumor report. We got to tell you about G Herbo and Finesse 2 times. Yo, y'all are snorting, brothers and sisters. Y'all snort all the time. But y'all just, you know what?
I'm so embarrassed. Now I'm never going to get a man.
Jesus Christ. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Rumors are next.
Wake that ass up
early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.